Hello. I'm making a video for Sarat and Vinnie. I've been talking to you guys today on Facebook, and I told Vinnie that I would make a meditation video, and I like doing those because they are so helpful for us and it's so beneficial for our well-being, and I like to help. I like to make people feel better. So this is how it goes. I got my pink putty out, which also is very healing and soothing. So you sit down on a chair with a straight back, straighten out your back, your and also your entire spinal cord and also the back of your neck. The spinal cord that reaches, that goes all the way up into the back of your head. Straighten this all out and actually lean it back like this, as if someone pulls you up. But relax your shoulders as much as you can. Close your eyes and just hold your hands calmly on your upper thighs towards your knees, and just sit like this for like 10 minutes. You can practice this every day. If you can extend the time, if you can get it up to an hour or maybe 2 times per day, an hour, that's like the ultimate. That's the best thing you can do for your mind and body, for your wellness, for your clarity of mind and everything, for PTSD and everything. So if they just knew this in hospitals, if they just knew this in prisons, if they knew this even in the military, boy, they would help people so much. That would be such a tremendous relief. And they already had some success with Vipassana meditation. They applied this in prisons in India and also in some prisons in the United States with much success. So Vipassana and Anapana meditation techniques, and you breathe in, you hold your breath for a few moments, and then you breathe slowly out. You repeat this, and you breathe in, envisioning the air going all the way into the tips of your lungs every time you breathe in, all the way into the deepest tips of your lungs. Our lungs are like trees, and it's interesting that they are shaped like trees, because the trees are an extension of our lungs, actually. And everything around us is an extension of us. So everything around us is part of us, and we are part of them. We're an extension of them. We're an extension of the bird and the trees. Hi! That's a very sweet stellar jay. And all the animals that live in the forest. So we're all together, There is no separation of any. We're all together. Even the trolls, even the so-called enemies, even those that, enemy combatants, whatever people call someone who is different, who is somewhere else, who lives differently. So I'm not saying they can do anything they want to do, or their tradition is violent, but we need to respect it. No, 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 no. We need to not respect violence ever, whether that's someone's tradition or not. I don't care if it's someone's tradition. But when it comes to war, we don't want to go to war and start and sign up for killing someone we don't even know. I talked about this several times now over the last couple of years. I think this is very important that we start to realize this. So we start to realize that we're all together in this. Okay, and war isn't going to end wars. Adolf Hitler thought that. He thought, oh, the last war will end all wars. No, it will create more wars. That's what it does. It will create more violence and future violence and chaos and all of this and suffering. So no, it's not. That's not healing anything. The only way we can heal anything is we sit down in meditation and we breathe and we let go. Let go. Let all go in your mind. Let all the struggle go. The fear, social anxiety. What are they thinking about me? And what am I gonna do? And what am I gonna wear? How am I going to act? And is that guy hiring me, or are they gonna kick me out? All this mind chatter, all this mental pressure, this fear, peer pressure, this internal pressure of I need to perform, I need to be respectable. Men and women, men have it worse, much worse, because particularly in the United States, I see this is really, really serious. But also in Europe, the men. So the society I come from, agnostic, but then they put their focus on prestige and those kind of things. And the men in that society they are not under that much pressure like the men are here in this country, in the rural areas. But they are also under pressure. They're all under this pressure and impression that they have to somehow be respectable, but in different ways. So they have to be intellectually respectable, they have to adhere to certain social consensus ideas, like hold the other cheek, Martin Luther the monk. That's still lingering even in those people that have left religion behind long time ago. It's still lingering and they don't even know it. So hold the other cheek is never good, but eye for an eye isn't good either. That's not gonna solve anything either. So the only solution to everything is breathing. I like to do this breathe in through the nostrils. Hold the breath and then exhale through the mouth. Do this in a sort of almost like a whistle, like that. And you do this and just steadily breathe in and out and relax everything, every muscle in your body. I mean, not all the way because we're sitting up, but relax the arms and the shoulders. Just keep the spinal cord straight. And then this is what a lot of people are doing wrong. They want to focus on something. They want to focus on an object, like for example with transcendental meditation, TM. They focus on something and they do visualization techniques and those kind of things. This is all good, it's all helpful, but it is not going to bring us mental clarity. It can help some people in terms of creativity and creative flow. This is all good. This is all an additional practice that one can do. But the main practice is Anapana and Vipassana, where we actually let go. of any kind of clinging and idea and hope and future and I need to solve this problem or whatever, you drop that for now. Just during this meditation, you drop that and just let it go. And I do this a lot when I cry. I fall into this, oh, whatever. And then that's what happens. It's the same effect, like I cry and I let it all go and I let it flow. And also in meditation, if tears come up, if there's a sadness that comes up, you suddenly get in touch with your inner child, the little boy, what does the little boy want to tell you, whatever his name is, you know, Vinnie or Sarat or Ergun or Jeff or Javier, whatever the boy's name is, the real boy, not the the internet personality, the pseudo personality, the mask, but the real boy, the inner child. What does the inner child want to say? What has he always been wanting to say when you have shunned him, you have put layers of layers of layers on top of one another over that boy, muting his voice. What does that boy want to say to you? Or for us women, what does the little girl want to say? How does she feel? What have I been doing in my life? That immediately brings tears to my eyes. What have I been doing starting at age 13 with unimaginable BDD, body dysmorphic disorder, where I wanted to become a fat, just a blob. I wanted to become. I wanted to be a blob like this, a pink blob. I saw my little brother, baby brother, was getting love when I was 5. And the little baby brother was chubby. And I painted a painting. I was in therapy already at age 5. So I have a long history of analytical processes. But as a child, I wasn't analytical yet, of course. But I expressed myself in form of painting. So I drew a painting of a Great Dane. That was me. The Great Dane was standing kind of like away from the store, from a store entrance, waiting there, standing by herself. I was also a Great Dane in my past life, so it's very interesting that I drew myself as the Great Dane. So when we're children, we're much closer to that past life and to the cosmos and everything. We're not conditioned yet in all of these grooves of society, all of these indoctrinations that are all false, that are of completely false idea about truth and even about the 3D reality. So, and I drew my little brother as a little dog, a short dog, with real fluffy hair, which he had. He had real fluffy big curls. And I drew him as a little dog that was tied with the leash to the store, I think to the handle of the door of the store. The store represents the mother. So the little dog was still connected to the mother, the store, the caregiver. the one that feeds us. And I was the big dog, standing further away alone. And tears were coming out of my eyes, out of the dog's eyes. And I explained to my therapist that is the big dog who is alone, and that is the little dog that's still attached to the store. And it's a very symbolic painting, and my therapist immediately knew what that painting was saying. So, and it's this voice, that we can get in touch again. And when we do this, then we become reconnected with our entire consciousness and body, and we will listen more to our body's needs and everything. And we will understand which is an addiction and which is our natural function. So the addictions then no longer have a stronghold over our minds, because we become conscious about what that inner voice, that inner child, and our entire beingness, our body, this multicellular organism that we are, what that has to say to us. So we get in touch with it. And once we get in touch with this, we can no longer allow ourselves to be abused by someone, to be cheated on, or be hollered at, or be put into some action we don't want to do, or working for a job we don't like, or whatever it is, or following a path of a career that was prescribed by a parent. So, and we really don't want to do it. It's really not part of us. It's their idea, not ours. So when we get in touch with this, then we can let go of all of these addictions and ideas and religion and social pressure and all of this, the fakeness that's out there. We can completely let go of it, and we can just listen to our own needs and our own body, and it's beautiful. And every living being deserves happiness and wealth and abundance and love and nurturing and hugging and holding. I hold my puppy dog like this. And every living being, every one of us needs to be held like that. Whether we're children, babies, teenagers, or adults, it doesn't matter. Or if people are old or middle-aged, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what age. A living organism needs to be held. My dog's old. He's already 10 years old. So, and I love him unconditionally. And my husband sometimes he will say, "Oh, he has bad breath." That doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, that when the dogs get older, they might also the breath might not be so fresh anymore. Same with people, same with all animals. So, but when we love someone unconditionally, we don't care. We don't mind if they might have a bad breath or sweat or body odor or whatever. I just love my dog's body odor. I love his breath too. I don't mind at all. I put my face right towards his nose and mouth, and I kiss him right on the mouth and on the lips, the sea creatures that come out here on the side. because he's a basset hound. He has the same sea creatures as the Great Danes, you know, like a sea anemone, anemone that hangs out, you know, like it has these knobbies on it, and it's slimy, like kind of like this, and I just kiss on that and feels just like this. It's just like that, and wonderful, you know, like putty. It's, you know, and I like the breath. I love this. Yes, I'm making a video. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn the video off now. Okay. So I gotta go. Okay, you guys take care. Bye bye.